Since the increase of technology and overall better practices in medicine, the average life expectancy is continuously increasing. Human health is an issue that is constantly looked at. Many issues that arise in humans are fixed with either medicine or surgeries. Many of these issues arise from self-inflicted causes. Essentially, we only fix problems in our bodies when they appear. Many of these issues can be prevented if the source of these issues is stopped. One major problem that is currently rattling humans is obesity. Obesity is not going to be an issue that is easily fixed. There is not one direct approach to fix the problem. There are so many different ways to combat the issue. That is why there should be a multi-staged approach that can attack this problem. If we can implement multiple different solutions, then hopefully each solution can affect a different demographic. Right now, not enough focus is placed on the overall health as Americans. With overweight and obesity rates continuously increasing, it proves the current methods are not working. Healthcare prices are so high, people are struggling to afford them. New data shows obesity costs will grow to $344 billion by 2018, and these rates will only continue to grow if a solution isn't implemented. Congress is constantly looking for savings in healthcare. This data shows what we had already knew. Obesity is where the money is. Obesity is related to onsets of so many other illnesses, and in return, increased medical costs. It is vital not only to our health, but also the future of our healthcare system that a change is made. In order to fix this issue, it needs to be attacked at the source. Adults' decisions and mindsets are heavily influenced by their youth counterparts. Children that are overweight between ages 2 to 3 have twice as high of a chance of becoming overweight as an adult. Likewise, if a child is overweight after the age of 9, they are 20 more times likely. This statistic alone shows a prime reason why good habits need to be started at young ages. That is why I propose that we should demand our schools to emphasize life prep as well as test prep, and that failures of their physical education obligations are treated with the same severity as failing academic obligations. We need to hold physical activity to children to a high standard. Currently, only 8% of kids ages 12 to 15 get at least 60 minutes of physical activity per day, and ages 16 to 19 get even less. As well, we need to revamp all food options in cafeterias. We need to teach the youth the importance of eating healthy, so that this knowledge can transfer over into their later lives. By starting with the new generation, they can provide influence onto the next generation. Obesity isn't a disease that is going to be cured overnight. It will take many years for there to be progress, so that means we need to act now. Because if we wait any longer, there could be serious consequences. Secondly, I propose another solution that has proven to work elsewhere. We need to ban all commercials that promote fatty, unhealthy, and sugary foods. While at first glance, this seems like a radical step. However, I'll explain to you as to why it is not. Tobacco commercials were banned from TV and radio in 1970 because tobacco was proven to be addictive and cause a multitude of health issues. Tobacco kills around 480,000 people a year in the U.S. Obesity is slowly approaching this rate, and currently is a cause of 300,000 deaths per year. This statistic makes my proposal even more reasonable. If you're still not satisfied, listen to this next fact. Sugar has been proven by a multitude of studies to be addictive. Sugar, when consumed, activates the same pathways that respond to natural rewards and releases the same dopamine and opioids as addictive drugs. This is why our bodies sometimes crave sweet food. Current TV channels are littered with food advertisements. Children's shows such as Nickelodeon are even worse. Researchers from the University of Illinois Chicago found that 84% of food and beverage ads seen by children ages 2 to 11 on all programming were high in either fats, trans fats, sugar, or sodium. That percentage rose to more than 95% for ads during children's programming. It's absolutely sickening. These large corporations are putting profits in front of the health of millions and millions of children. Currently, less than half of children's exposures to ads for food and beverage products come from children's programming. If we could completely cut this exposure from children, it would mean a huge step in the right direction. While Nickelodeon prides itself in the occasional public service announcement promoting physical activity, this act is easily overlooked by the incessant commercials advertising sugary cereals, fast foods, and the plain and simple junk food. They are throwing gasoline onto the fire. These solutions will overall make a huge difference for people everywhere. While they are only 2 steps in a staircase, it will be a start in the right direction. Obesity is becoming a serious issue. It is a disease that has infected 68% of this nation. The topic of obesity is hard to talk about, almost taboo. This is why there has been a lack of progress. However, if we can break down this barrier and be open, being open is the only way that is going to fix this problem. We need to make this issue known and recognized. If we shy away from the imminent threat that it poses, serious consequences are going to ensue. It is borderline selfish for one to allow themselves to become obese. It forces other healthcare payers to pay for their issues, and is the main constituent for higher healthcare costs. We only have one body. We should treat it right, for the sake of not only yourself, but the others around you. Together, we can make a difference.